Good morning, everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Darin Chase with Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. This is my friend Jack.Donigian. He's a title rep with Fidelity National Title. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. Thank you for inviting me there.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're feeling a little better.
I am. Yes, I was under the weather for the last few days, but I am feeling better now.
One of those good things about spring. Gets me too sometimes.
Absolutely.
So Jack and I are here today to talk a little bit about where the housing market is right now and where we think it might go in the future. So I'm curious, Jack, what have you heard from people out there in terms of, other agents? What are their thoughts on the housing market?
Well, as you already know, in the last couple of years, there's been a tightness within the market, meaning that not enough inventory coming out. And that has caused prices to go up, even though interest rates have been climbing up along with it.
From what, 3 to 7.5?
Yeah, I mean, from 3 years ago, 3.5% being a fairly normal interest rate to 7.5%. And we're seeing with some people, depending on the credit, 8.25, even higher than that.
Wow.
In commercial.
I read somewhere too that the month's supply was 2 months. A 2-month supply of houses, and what was always considered in the past anyway, what the normal rate of supply was a 6-month supply. So you're down to 2 months. So no wonder, even with rates, you still have houses going higher. 48% sold over list price.
Right.
48% over list price is really amazing.
Absolutely, and this has been the trend for the last couple of years now.
Wow.
But in the last month, I would say that more and more clients are talking about price reductions and homes staying on the market a little longer than normal. For instance, I was talking to one of my managers from another office, and he mentioned to me that he had a listing that was on the market for 2 weeks now and had not had an offer on it. So he was upset. He said, "I'm not used to this."
You've got to forgive us, because we've been around a while, and way back when, I mean, you were expecting maybe a month or two, and then you'd be wondering what's wrong with my offer. But a week, 2 weeks, that's
Right.
just a very different place from what it used to be. Something else that I find very interesting about the housing market right now, and where I think it might be a little bit different, aside from the supply side, is California is still recovering from an actor and writer strike that happened, that finished just at the end of 2023, and though that industry brought in $8 billion to the state of California prior to the strike, so that's a significant loss for the state. And then I knew, everybody's always known that the entertainment industry is very important.
Absolutely.
For the state economy and local economies, especially this LA area here. But what I didn't know was that for every one person directly employed, 8.2% are employed in businesses that directly support or indirectly support that production company, which was amazing.
I did not know that, and I think it goes along the lines of, when you are selling more, that opens up other businesses such as Home Depot, carpentry, anything.
Nail salons.
Nail salons, right? Absolutely. As people move, they need to have different services. People are not moving. We're not seeing those establishments do well, just like the real estate market is not doing well.
Yeah, absolutely. Although, fortunately, though, there are still good volume of sales, but I think the volume's a little bit offset by the fact there's fewer houses selling, but they're amazingly selling at the higher prices, which is really something to see, which tells you that even with, say, some issues people will complain about California, people are still coming in.
Yeah.
So however many are leaving, it's not enough to affect home prices if they're still going up.
Yeah, not so much. I mean, I could tell you personally, I did visit 2 other states in the last 3 years, thinking I might want to buy something and maybe even down the line move. And at the end of the day, when I came back, California is my home.
Wow.
As much as I may not think what's happening within California is along the lines of what we want to see, but at the same time, this is a beautiful state, and
it does have a lot. It does have a lot to offer. beaches,
Absolutely.
mountains. Where else can you ski in the morning and
And-
suntan towards the, by the
Absolutely.
beach in the day?
Right.